delay. Take a look.
Yep. So okay, it's live now. So
Okay. Is it the
okay.
delay issue or?
No. Can you do the leave the lobby and watch as a spectator? So there's a automatic 2-minute delay.
Okay, then we can skip that, and
Yeah.
I'll watch
Then we don't have
you.
to.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to watch
Wait.
me. Just watch as a like spectator. You don't have to watch me.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I will. Wait, no, that's a 5 minute delay, isn't that?
2.
All right, all right.
I should do the
Okay.
same, right?
Yeah, you
Since
should do the
Yeah.
same. Unless you
alright.
want some secret info 2 minutes ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Then
It's
I'll
gonna
close
be
my
in
thing
the
then.
All
future.
right.
All right. Cool. Thanks.
Okay. Now we'll go to Kraos. I will move us actually. I'll watch game.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Okay.
Well, I don't know
Well,
if the viewers managed to watch all of that, whatever we did before with the draft and with the brackets, but
more, yeah. Uh, I, that's true though. Basically, if you just did tune into the stream, this is gonna be a very hype matchup. It is the first upper bracket matchup of the SEAriAUS Season 3, the Reconnecting playoffs. We have Possum Power, who did lead Group B with a 5-1 record, taking on Haas Sisters in your area, who placed second with a 4-2. These two teams know each other really well, and so far from this draft, it looks like this knowledge is being put to good use. Just to give a general overview of the draft, Possum Power looks like they'll be playing more of a counter-fight strategy, where they're relying on their superior team fight to try and survive fights against hostages in your areas, more aggressive global presence type, pick-off type strategy. So earlier, Bugs did believed in hostages in your areas, more aggressive pick-off strategy. I was more in the opposite, where Possum Power, whereas counter-fight strategy might win out for them in the end. Of course, Possum Power can also be aggressive with this Tusk and the Outworld Destroyers. So I think the key matchup in this one will be the mid. We'll have to see how Eric fares against, I believe this is Zay playing mid.
Eric versus Zay. Yeah, yeah. Wait, is it
Oh
is
wait, no, no, no.
Rikus? Is Rikus the mid laner? Or is
Well,
Magugi?
no, no. I think it'll be Megumi, and Megumi looks like it's uh okay. Ren. Yeah, it is A.
Right.
I think it's gonna be mid against Eric. So we'll see. Again, Possum Power is playing with two substitutions. Universe and Kill are substituting for Batman and Pepe. So these are both your highest and lowest MMR players on Possum Power replaced. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this matchup is going to play out.
Yeah,
Um,
and since we just kind of joined from the watch feature on the side, there will be a couple of minutes
Matchup is going to
delay before we actually get into the game. I believe they should have started already.
yes. From the client, they have just unpaused the game, so we're
Right.
okay.
Wait a second. Are we watching it live or
No, no. I think we're on delay since you're watching it as a spectator.
free camera? Yeah, yeah. There should be delay. There should be delay. Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
If we
That
get the free
solves
cam,
stuff.
yeah, it should be fine.
So
Yeah.
Zay here, last game of Queen of Pain, 14-4 and 12. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna quickly introduce Possum Power, and you can do sisters. All right. So
All right.
Kraos here playing the position 1 Kraos Knight. D Times playing Undying. Eric playing the mid Outworld Destroyer. Universe playing a support, I think. Tusk should be a support. And Kill Sidafap playing the offlane Dawnbreaker.
All right. On the other side of the river, you have Team Hostages in your area. You have so the POS 5 outlet on the Jakiro, the POS 1 Rendi on the Spectre, POS 2, or it looks like a POS 2, Megumi, aka Rikes. And here we go. We have a team fight already happening. Rikes is down. First blood is taken by Team Possum Power. So we're not waiting too long. We're not waiting too long to get some action in this game. Rikes just was caught out. By the way, that is Rikes on the Invoker. And to round out the roster of hostesses in the area, we have Meow as Team Spirit Breaker and Megumi as yes, it will be a mid. Zay as the Queen of Pain. Runes
Yeah.
are coming up, and we may get an even trade.
Possum Power is moving as 5. Team Super Breaker's a bit of trouble.
Hold on, they didn't catch him. Mao is in trouble. Mao has been caught by the rest of the team, and Mao is dead. A second kill going to Team Possum Power. So an early advantage already to the side of Kraos. This knowledge really is putting is knowledge by of how hostesses in the area work by Kraos is really being put to good advantage. And they might even get the bounty
3
run advantage
bounties.
too.
Yeah, three bounties and 2 kills with the first blood, and yeah, actually also the mid lane ward deny. If you see that, this ward over here, the sentry.
Yes. Oh yes, I saw it. Ooh yes. So not only do they manage to secure 2 kills, including the first blood, which did go to the support, which did go to D. Times. They did manage to pick up a couple of kills and secure the early observer ward. So that's giving Eric a pretty good start against Zay. Over on the top lane, Kill is using that Celestial Hammer to try to get that range creep, while Randy is just trying to do his best at this point to survive. They look like a kill lane. If not careful, Outlet is being gone on by Universe, who does get the tag team early. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, D. Times is forcing both Meow and Reich is back, though the being hit by Cold Snap is not probably a good thing to be, but the Strength Sap is going to be
Oh, we
considered.
see
Meanwhile,
bottom.
Reich is done, and the Tombstone is up, and Reich goes down. A third straight kill to the side of Possum Power, and D. Times already leading all teams with 2 kills.
Actually, this Possum Power laning, the side lanes are really powerful lanes. This Dawnbreaker with Tusk, kill potential, and then you have this Undying and CK, which is just so obnoxious.
Yes,
I think they have a great laning setup for them for this game.
Perhaps. Outlet does cast the Ice Path in order to free himself from his situation with Universe, who did manage to trap him with those Ice Shards, but it does give Randy enough time to get some crucial last hits. He does tie in the last hits with it does tie in as the leader of the last hits alongside Kraos with 10.
Oh, we see
Meanwhile,
the
the
charge
hard
at
at
bottom.
Kraos has been charged. Kraos has been cold snapped as well, but he may be too tanky for this line. They do not have that strong of a kill potential yet. Meanwhile,
missed the
Outlet
ult
does
kill.
go down. Remember when you said that Outlet that this was a kill lane? That's exactly what happened. Kill.
Yeah, I got distracted by this Chaos Knight at the bottom, baiting the cameraman, baiting the enemy team. And Outlet goes down top.
Yes, 4 kills already and a 2k net worth lead only 3 minutes into this game. Team Possum Power is quickly taking control. We do see the cold feet here, which probably means that... No, never mind. Invoker's bot. Outlet does come back, though. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, Eric is...
Rikes gets the bounty, bottom.
Ooh.
Tornado comes out, and oh, he dies!
A third kill to D. Times. This guy is popping off. He is
That's such a funny kill.
Kraos secure this. To help Kraos win this. Basically, like, it feels like Possum Power already won the Radiant safe lane at this point, as well as them losing the Dire off lane. That's 3 kills already gone to their support. Edot's gonna be already has the Arcane Boots in only 3 minutes. That's how successful this lane has been for the side of Possum Power.
Man, this Undying is so obnoxious. Just going everywhere, taking all the kills. Like, screw the bounty rune. Give it the bounty rune. He gets the kill on the Invoker, and he even wastes the TP.
So, I think that is the issue, though, that, yes, these two are a really strong ganking combo, but, like, their laning may leave much to be desired, especially since this is a really tanky lineup here in the safe lane. They do attempt, though, charge on Kraos, cold snap as well. Decay, though, does come out, and D. Times is ready to save his carry from further damage.
Oh, stop!
Meanwhile, the top lane, Randy
Really
is running
low.
low, but Owlet does manage to save his life with a timely ice path. So, meanwhile, no, I thought it was early rotation from Zay. He's just got to pick up the bounty rune. Zay is pretty much tied up with Eric in the mid lane. Though Eric does have one more last hit and one more deny over. Um, Zay, both of them are level 5 and about to hit their ults very soon, so we could see some rotations coming in.
Yeah, this is about the
Meanwhile,
time where the mid laners kind of have things. They're gonna probably start either making a rotation or rotation's gonna come into mid for the for the first power rune.
yes, first power rune is coming up in about 35 minutes, 35 seconds. So I think that could be the early fight that we could be seeing, as well as team hostages in your area may need a couple of rotations just to salvage at least the laning phase.
Mau
and
Mau
give
bottom.
Randy enough time. Meanwhile, tornado is cast. Mao is running low. Mao is trapped. Mao is dead. Mao has been taken out, and Rikes is trying desperately to hit. Meanwhile,
On the
Owlet
dice top.
goes down. Simultaneously, the kills are coming in.
Oh, the
Ghost
ghost
Walk just in
walk the
time.
dodge.
Save
That
his
was so
life.
cool.
He's not time is low, while Megumi has come bot. Probably they're looking towards the dot times. He does have a very nice kill streak going on. So.
And I
But
was
they-
wrong about the rotations mid. Like they both mids have their ult. Well, Eric has it. I think Megumi still doesn't. But Megumi just got it. But Eric denied the shield rune instead of getting it. So I think it was the Astral Imprisonment deny.
I think so. Hold on. Owlet does manage to hit the ice path. Are we gonna see the stream of pain? And there it is, as well as the Sanity's Eclipse. But it may not be enough to save Eric's life. Eric does go down. Owlet with the key rotation to get House Scissors in your area, their first kill, and maybe some control over this game. As Rikes is prepared to take the XP rune, with XP rune spawning in about 5 seconds. More or less. Universe is heading down to get the XP rune of his own. So that was actually a pretty big gold swing. That's 483 gold going to both Megumi and Owlet. So pretty good swing, I'd say.
And Owlet just stacked their jungle, their safe jungle as well. I think Owlet's actually playing really good despite having 2 deaths. The save on the top when they went on the Spectre, and then this gank mid is so crucial.
Yes. I think Owlet's now kind of, since he's preparing a bit
Bottom
tanky,
lane?
though. However, top lane as well. Tag team is used. However, it may not be enough to get the kill on the Spectre because Zay does come in. He does manage to trap.
Momo dies.
Nice path with the Owlet, though, unable to stop kill, but he does manage to get the Universe. Universe, though, has fallen, and kill may be next. Starbreaker just to try and get away. However, it may not be enough to save his
Owlet's
life.
kinda low.
Just too much tank. There's just too much juking and dodging going on, and kill ultimately takes the fall. So
2 fights, 2 lanes at the same time.
yes, yeah, actually, but
And
they do
in all
lose
this,
the mid.
Eric takes the mid tower, free tower for him, and he even cancels the charger Mao.
I think that's what you're supposed to do. If you are a OD who does build Meteor Hammer as its very first item, you have to take the mid lane first, and it's going to open up the map for the rest of Team Possum Power. Hostiles in the area, though, are already starting to make rotations, so they're not letting their early game woes affect them too much. They're now trying to start making moves all over the map, and hopefully just to give Randy some space. Randy, though, is forced to build Blade Mail first because of the laning stage.
D times
So-
is top through the warp gate. The trees with Owlet.
Yes, Owlet. D dot times is here as well, stalking Owlet and Randy. They're going for it. Yes, they're going for it.
Tombstone.
Starbreaker, though, is broken, but Starbreaker, though, does manage to get Randy, and so does
D-Times.
the Solar Guardian. What a rotation from D dot times, picking up both Zay and Randy and Owlet.
He doesn't even
Wow.
die. He hasn't died. Undying.
Well,
Actually undying.
Undying, not dying. D dot times 3 living up to his name. He does get another kill, so It's a really juicy kill streak for the side for Mr. D. Dot Times, and so far whatever success Possum Power had in the early game is now being in transition as we enter the mid game. What is going on?
I think it looks like even though Sister's not out of the play, Possum Power is in a real strong position to hold the game right now. Krios pauses the game. Wait, I'm not farming fast enough.
Or wait, this is another stream issue.
Uh-oh. No, but I'm looking at the stream. It looks fine, unless somebody in chat is talking shit.
Doesn't seem like it.
Why does it say League of Legends on stream?
The foul.
I literally said.
You started this cast by calling out League of Legends players. Good job, Bugs.
Right, welcome everybody to this game called League of Legends. We see Krios playing the Krios Knight.
Okay.
Wait, what's going
I
on?
need to figure out.
I can't actually type to them. Yeah, I can't type to them.
Yeah.
you're
Oh
not
no.
typing to
Krios
me.
is fixing the stream.
Yeah, but I don't see anything wrong with the stream unless he wants to change it to Dota 2.
Yeah. No, because if you've noticed, for fellow League of Legends players, why there's no, why we don't have, super creeps like the Dragon or Baron Nashor here, it's because League of Legends has updated to a brand new patch which completely changed the game. It's revolutionary, so to speak.
Yeah, they
Alright,
brought on the new developer called Ice Frog, right?
Yeah, big development, actually. Did you know that Ice Frog also worked on this mod called Dota All Stars?
Damn.
All right,
This
joke's
guy is
over.
really talented.
I know. I hope he doesn't make. I don't hope he doesn't spin off Dota All Stars into his own project. All right, back to the game.
Oh, they're
Kraos
on warp
is.
gating bottom.
Oops, they're looking to Kraos. Kraos is farming all alone. Does he know this? But Eric is here, so it might be juicy as well. Charge does come in, but D.Times is here to save the day, and they also managed to get the Tombstone off. Mao is in trouble. Mao is alive. Nope, Mao is dead. But they do manage to get D.Times. D.Times dominating kill streak, given up as well as. No, they don't get Kraos. Kraos dies to the neutral creep. So
Oh no, the Dire got it. The creeps got it. It still
Yes.
gives the money to the Dire.
yeah, it
Spreads
gives
out
money
a
to the
little bit.
dire, but it will not be credited to individuals. So in one 5-man rotation, Asus in the area may help salvage this game.
That was a good move. That was a great move. They're probably talking about it during the pause, like, "Oh, Kraos is distracted. Let's gag this bitch."
Yeah, meanwhile, Universe, Falcon punches. Owlet does cast the Macro Fire and the Ice Path in response, which traps Universe. Universe, though, is a peeve. He's gonna go for it, walking right into the Macro Fire. He does get him anyway. Owlet is dead, but Megumi is determined to avenge his friend. Does he have the wave of?
Gets out.
No,
Uni
he
gets
does
out.
not. Yes, wait.
Nom, nom, nom.
Using the wave earlier may have saved Uni's life that time. So they do manage to salvage that one with a kill on the support. But still, taking out both cores and a support with a really good kill streak must feel good for hostages in your area.
Yeah, Kraos, even though it's recent death, the first death actually, he's still top of the net worth. He's been free farming for the past 10 minutes or so, as he does best.
Okay. D.Times now holding his own at bottom lane. I don't think he'd be afraid to take on this Mao and all that matchup.
Kraos is coming over.
Nether Strike has been used, but D.Times is forced to activate the Flesh Golem. He is hit by the Ice Path, but Kraos is now on the hunt. Kraos does have Armlet of Mordegon finished. Does Kraos have what it takes to lock? They got him. However, it may not be. Oh, it is not enough, because though the Tombstone is dropped, the Charge of Darkness is faster.
That was such a good juke by Owlet.
Yeah, just really wasting time trying to have both D.Dot and trying to chase him while Kraos is focused on Mao's Spirit Breaker. So, however, we may see the fight resume though, because Rykes is here bot as well. So, no,
D.Dot walks away.
both of them decide to pull off. Hill though is still happily farming. He's working towards that Echo Saber, probably to get some more hits in. Meanwhile, he gets the that does not look good. Shadow Step used on an illusion, apparently. But I
What's
think it's
that?
just so that, yes, I think it was just used so that Chaos couldn't use that illusion to farm the Dire Triangle. So, and besides, only in a minute cooldown. It's like 60-second cooldown. So, it's so whiffing on Shadow Step is not as painful as that, unlike before when like if you whiffed on Haunt and Haunt was 128 seconds of cooldown. So it feels bad.
Yeah, they have really good gank potential, like globally, as we mentioned in draft. I think this is the part of the game where they need to kind of pull it off and claw their way back. This is just a 3k deficit for Hot Sisters, so they're not that far behind. Spectre will scale.
Yes, massive stack here by Rikus, but unfortunately it is spotted by Kill, who happily takes the contribution. Ice Path missed as well. Kill is hightailing out of your universe, and Ida Time's right behind them. Tombstone has been dropped. Megumi is in trouble. Megumi is gonna...
Oh, he dodges it!
He dodged it with the
Snowball.
Great snowball. Megumi, or rather, Zay is down. However, a two-man Ice Path is hit by Mr. Owlet. And of course, you gotta hit the Solar Guardian because you gotta go all in on this support invoker. Rikes is down, and what was initially an aggressive counter gang turned out to be one that went to Team Possum Power's advantage.
All because of that one snowball. That was so cool. Uni was watching the animations and he pulled it in right as it was about to hit. That was actually really good.
Pulling in 3 heroes as well. He also pulled Eric and I believe D. Times as well. The three of them were saved by that snowball save. Like Universe pulling off his best FY impression here in the upper bracket playoffs. So take note, this is only game 1 of this. I believe this is a best of 3 series between
it's a best of
Possum
3.
Power and Team Hosses in the area, and like we've previously
pinging
said,
this
this is going to be a hype series. Yes.
Everyone's looking at it, and now they know it's fake. It disappears.
Like I get the strategy here, but unfortunately, Hosses in the area has not been able to get the meaningful ganks on the top 2 net worth, on any of the top 3 net worth heroes here, which is Kraos, Eric, and Kill, respectively. So
There's only one Midas so far in this game.
and it's on the well. I think it made sense for Mao because they understood that this game's probably gonna go late, and Mao laning stage was not disaster, but it's kind of grief. So you need something to help you claw back, to pick up the essential items. He is building towards an Octarine core, so he's probably
Witchblade out for co-op. That's Falcon Blade into Witchblade. These intermediate items might be good for the mid game, but not sure. It kind of slows down the long-term scaling.
True, but again, this is meant to be a very high aggressive matchup. So they are charged up at Universe as we speak, though. So I think they're probably gonna go for this one, unless Universe has something else. Lido Times is here. The Ice Path is missed. Excited. Nether
The
Strike
Tombstone
is
comes out the top.
on as well. Tombstone is used, and once again the snowball save. But this time,
Oh, the tornado dodges the scream.
The tornado dodged the sonic wave. This may be disastrous for the side of Team Hosses in the area. That is exactly what happens. Rendy goes down. If it isn't the snowball, it's the tornado.
Rykes to the
That
back.
is
Okay, he does survive.
Raik is still being chased, but he does have the Ghost Walk on, so he should be fine. But what a fight from Team Possum Power. Once again, taking this counter fight advantage and turning it, and taking it full tilt. Like, they haven't been able to finish any of their kills.
Yeah, that was such, like, Uni was like super dead, but he pulled it off. The Solar Garden, he was healing him through the snowball, and he just survived. And even the tornado save actually saved him, like, what, 400 HP pure from the Sonic Wave, 500 pure damage. Kraos...
That's twice already that Uni has managed to save himself. But unfortunately, it's not enough to save Kraos. Kraos is down. And Rykes, though, does join him, and this time the Rest of the team does come in. Owlet is in trouble. Owlet is hit with the Astral Imprisonment and the Meteor Hammer. The drop pretty soon and send Owlet to the afterlife. So they do manage to get Kraos, but they lose their 2 supports in exchange. The action is really starting to pick up here in our mid game as Team Hostages in the area attempt to come back from a 7k gold deficit, while Team Possum Power is trying to establish map control and choke off the map for this Randy Spectre, who still needs quite a bit of time to farm. He does have the Blade Mail already finished up and is working towards that Manta style as we speak. But again, Creoso does spot out Mao.
Oh, Meow dies, 2 crits!
No, he does not. Chaos Strike just enough. It's like we're catching like kills every 30 minutes. It's insane. Zay though is targeting D.Times. D.Times, so this man gets the ward and gets the Tombstone as well. But unfortunately, Sonic Wave and the Shadow Step is too much.
He couldn't blink up the high ground because the Tombstone was blocking.
Yes, that was a ballsy move though from D.Dot. Like, he probably didn't really need to ward the rune here, but he did so anyway, and he did manage to bait out 2 ults. So that's 2 ults that also could have gone to another hero. This charged up on Eric. Probably looking to Eric now as the target. If they do catch this though, it's going to be a big swing for them. Eric is at 9k, but unfortunately the charge cancels because Eric safely makes his way over to the Radiant side of the river.
Yeah, I think D.Dot dying there wasn't much of a loss. He has done his part in the laning stage. He has big mech.
Yes, I think probably going to be going Guardian Greaves pretty early this game.
It's actually
yes,
going for a pipe.
It makes sense. There's a lot of there's a lot of magic damage on the side of Hostages in the area.
Oh, they might have caught
Invoker, with
the smoke. No, it's actually outside of the ward range. So
right.
Yeah, three smoke on the side of Radiant now.
For this guy, they do target Owlet. May not be the optimal one, but you gotta get something. Owlet though gets dropped with the Meme Hammer, as well as
Punchy.
There it is. No Falcon Punch, but no Falcon Punch needed. And that's Macropyre taken out as well. They do once again spot Kraos, but Kraos does have Silver Edge, so he should be fine. And they should manage to turn this around though. Does Kraos know this? He does not. That is a stun and another stun and another stun. And finally, Falcon Punch finishes the job. Megumi with all that lockdown just could not escape.
Great movements by Possum Power here. Like, they get kill mid, they get the kill top, even the carries involved. We expect to see this kind of aggression or movement from the side of Hot Sisters, but they're just not in a position to do so. Rykes almost dies to Eric, and he does.
No, he does die. Unfortunately, this well-placed blue ward, a sentry ward, was just enough for him to spot out. Like, Possum Power actually has this entire dire side jungle fully warded up, so there shouldn't be. They're really doing their best to close off this map, force Randy to just basically go over the map, just looking for farm, trying to evade all these ganks. She's doing a good job of so far. It's just that Team Hostages really now more than ever need to start creating space for Randy to, or either that or they need to delay this game at least until Randy does come online and he can start carrying. So it's a bit difficult now with.
They go on the tier 1 bottom. It's the last tier 1 standing for the side of Hot Sisters. The courier, Owlet's courier, dies to Kraos. What a bitch.
Yes, he does lose the Grove Bow, so it's not that big of a loss. Owlet though does manage to escape. The courier probably saving his life there. It does pick up that. Oh, they're coming. So. Meanwhile, Team Possum Power has taken full control of this map. They're about to go straight into this Tormentor. Who will it favor? It goes to D.Times, who now gets the Tombstone save.
It's the grab ally.
Yes. Not only do they have the Snowball save, they have the Tombstone save as well. This is a really well done draft by the side of.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of missed that out. Like, they have actually really good saves on the side of like Possum Power, like legit saves, not even counter initiates on the, not just the counter initiate on the Solar Guardian, but the grab ally is great. The snowball is great. The The Astral Imprisonment is also great. Oh, we see top.
Megumi is Zay is being spotted out. However, he does get broken, and he is stunned. Once again, the
TC is a
lockdown way
illusion.
too much. And while we do get a clip, we get a shot of Kraos' illusion watching. Sadly, as the rest of his brethren walk away, Megumi just taking just really unsafe farm. Now Team Hosses are trying to go at Kill, but Kill is just too tanky. Already has the Heart of Tarask.
Holy
Making
crap.
It's gonna make it very difficult for them to go on to any of the cores at this point. Kraos has escaped with the Silver Edge. Meanwhile, Eric already has BKB and a Force Staff, and of course Kill with his heart. So far so good, I guess. And once again, they're gonna go for more. Falcon Punch is enough. Meow is taken down. This has been
Holy crap. That's a lot of damage. Like 1.4k damage from CK without the ult.
just a lot. And now they're threatening the tier 3 tower. Can Team Hostages in your area hold on? Like, I think their high ground though is still pretty good. They have Owlet's ult, they have Owlet with the Macropire, they have Reichs with the Tornado, EMP. They really just need to delay this game long enough for Rendy to recover and start getting some damage items. He does finish the Manta style and he's working on the IF Scatty now. We're surprised that no one has been moving towards Roche in this game.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up as well. Like they took Possum Power did take the aggressive move on the Tormentor on the Dire side, and that's great. But they haven't moved towards Roche. I'm not sure if they're waiting for a night timing, so that they can secure the next Roche after that as well. But I mean, they could have gotten it quite a while ago. And charge is on top. No,
Nope, the charge is cancelled mainly because Kill is moving way too closer to the tower for the comfort of Team Hostages in your area. Maldo does finish the Octarine, and he's working on towards this Shadow Blade and BKB. So, oops, and we're looking for a counter.
Wait a second.
Managed to catch out. Rendy is dead. Solar Guardian and the Chaos Bolt once again locking down. Like, this team has really good lockdown, both single target and AoE as well. And now
yeah, they're the ones doing the global catch.
Ironically,
they're putting Dawnbreaker on the other side of the map.
I think that's usually the strength of the Dawnbreaker. Right, here we
Yeah.
go. They do manage to get... Oh, and the Snowball and the Tombstone save. They do manage to save him just as he was about to get hit by the Nether Strike. Lincoln's is up. Who's using...
Why the heck was Kraos there, though? What the fuck was he doing there?
I think Kraos was... Oh, yeah, never mind. Kraos is up. He does use the activate the Phantasm and the Chaos Bolt. The illusion should be enough to kill Owlet. Owlet is down. And this mid tower is falling really fast. Snowball is now used. Mama though trying to pull it back. Once
The tornado again!
A tornado sonic wave whiff by the side of Team Haas Sisters. Astral Imprisonment is enough to secure the kill over Meow, and now these mid racks are being threatened.
Spectre is going down.
Rendy has been caught. Rendy is not gonna make it out. He does get Falcon punched and snowballed and Kraos bolted as well. Mid racks now are down. Eric does hit the Astral Imprisonment on Rax. I mean, Rax may be the target. Tornado to save his life. However, I mean, Reality Rift have caught him, but the Ghost Walk save him in time. He dot times, and they do manage
Universe
to land
dies.
it. They managed to land the Ice Wall and the Macropire combo, which is enough to save Universe, but not enough to save his mid. And Owlet ends up falling as well. And this is an Owlet immediately buys back.
Eric still has BKB.
Yeah. Yes, BKB was not used. It's a full 9-second duration BKB.
And there's even a heart on Kraos right now on the Kraos Knight. He's so tanky. He's just out tanking everything. He's just healing. He was healing in the Tombstone. But actually, I do not know why he was like up here when the whole team was in the lower ground. But hey, it worked out.
Probably. However, they do manage. Hit Nether Strike is used on Eric, but thanks to that Pipe of Insight, that does very little damage to Eric. Eric does pop the BKB now. Tornado is used just to try to stop them from taking out this Top lane. Meanwhile, Reality
Oh,
Rift
Chaos.
catching Meow, and Meow does walk. He does manage to save himself. Sonic Wave is finally used, and they once again
It doesn't do much though. The heals
ult
coming out from
and
Eric.
creep. However, Kill though does manage to land that Soldier Guardian and misses the Starbreaker, but they do lock down Randy. Randy must have been way too forward in this one, and
Oh, he
Randy
still
does
survives.
but he survives.
Kraus
He's
in
still
trouble
alive.
now.
However, Kraos though is being hit. Kraos
Kraus
is
dies
down. Mega
first.
Still
What a
speak
scrub.
given up. Universe dies as well. Team Possum Power may have overstayed their welcome. Kill though is forced to retreat. However, they instead look to Eric.
Sunstrike?
Eric is being hit with a Sunstrike, but the
No, hit
Astral
the Astrals.
Imprisonment saves his life, but it may not be enough. Owlet takes the kill on Eric. That's wicked sick.
was
So
a
yes, it
long-ass
does
fight.
cost them. It does cost them by a pair of buybacks, but and the loss of one lane of racks and range barracks. But Team Hostages in the area managed to hold the high ground. Is this the beginning of the comeback?
Well, if we look at the graphs, it's 94% to the side of PP.
So Gaben does not believe, basically. Gaben is still firmly on the side. However, they do manage to get the haunt off, but Tombstone Stave is there, and they're targeting, and once again, a Snowball Save is going to save him from that Sunstrike.
Oh, the charge is coming through.
They're just
But
coming
pipe-
through though. Mao though is making a beeline for it, but the shards are unable to catch him in time, and he manages to get out. So not that bad. I mean, you think you weren't able to get the kill that you wanted on the dot times, but you do manage to get away. So it's still good. No, never mind though. Kraos is talking right after
Oh,
Randy. Randy is dead.
nice.
Kraos with that lockdown, basically without the. And just a Spectral Dagger came off cooldown, so he had no choice. He couldn't cliff or save himself. And now they're going to look to finish the job here in the bot lane. As Kill, D-Dot Times, and Kraos with an army of
They
illusions
go straight
coming in
to the racks.
to the racks. Smoke used by the side of Team Hostages in your area. They're hoping to hold off this dire incursion by the side of Team Possum Power. The rest of Hostages in the area are kind of positioning around, though you do have Megumi soloing the bottom tier 2, possibly just cutting waves, hoping to try to stop this, but unfortunately it will not be enough. The second racks is taken, and that's 2 lanes now fully under the control of Team Possum Power.
Yeah,
What
PP
is
are massive
Hostages
right
in
now.
your area? So oops, they do get one courier snipe, 2 courier
Two career
snipe.
snipes.
Great job from Zay. Zay right now is just probably just cutting waves. He's trying to alleviate the siege. That's one of the ways I think that Hostages in the area can still come back. What do you think? What do you think is Hostages in your area's play at this point?
What Co-op is doing right now is actually amazing. Spirit Breaker should join it. They can put some corner wards on the lanes, which allows Spirit Breaker to charge a whole wave from basically the base, right? And that Spirit Breaker can immediately clear any wave. So they keep doing these 2 things to stall it out. Hopefully they can get PP to make a mistake. But looks like PP are not making a mistake since they took Roche.
They took the ultimate insurance against making a mistake by picking up
Yeah.
the Roche. Eric, of course, gets it. And like low-key, this is actually a really good 4 Protect 1 draft. Like, you have Eric, who's their long-range damage dealer with the Outworld Destroyer, protected by 4 beefy boys in D-Dot Times is Undying, Kills,
Outlet is in a
Dawnbreaker.
bit of a precarious position.
Here we go. Oh, Ags enhanced, and once again you get the Sunstrike as well. This may be the full power of that combo. Kill though is in trouble. Can Kill escape? He does manage it. The Starbreaker. It will not be enough, and they do finally manage to get killed.
Cross is here though.
Even up, and this is the strength of this lineup. Actually, I believe this is what we were saying. We were saying that's single target pick off capability. It's
And
finally
this
being
was
shown.
actually the perfect target to aim. It's the Dawnbreaker that is playing alone. If they have gotten anybody else, they might have gotten saved by the Dawnbreaker Solar Guardian or any of the other saves on the other heroes. So actually, Dawnbreaker that was great target priority. I thought Owlet was in trouble, but Owlet was the one bringing the trouble.
Yes. I think Owlet was the bait, and Kill took it, allowing Owlet to cast that Aghanim's enhanced macro fire, which is really gonna hurt for hosses in your area. Team Possum Power though is threatening this top side. Eric does have the Hurricane Pike completed. D Dot does have the pipe and the Guardians. Yeah, that's gonna go a long way in keeping them alive. Tusk does have Walrus Rider kick, so and he just use it immediately. And Rikes is caught. Rikes is dead. That Walrus kick doing wonders, and Mao is just going in, and he gets stopped immediately by that Astral Imprisonment. But thanks to the use of Bulldoze, he will not be affected.
Oh, he kicks him out again!
And once again, another kick. Is Rikes gonna die a second time? Probably. Rikes still managed to save himself, but yet another snowball save. And there it is, the Solar Guardian, like you said, the save that would help save Possum Power. Team fight, Randy jumps in too far. Randy is dead. D-Dot time so is
D-Dot
dies
times goes
as
down, yeah.
response.
Outlet is in trouble. Outlet
However,
dies, that's a
Outlet is
dieback.
dies as well. Astral Imprisonment is used to try and save Universe.
Ooh, the
Universe
Hurricane
though,
Pike on Mao. Mao is dead.
and Hurricane Pike being put to good use. Mao falls, and
Ice back.
although Mao immediately buys back, I mean, they understand this is a critical time. They can't lose another set of racks. Universe
heal.
is dropping low, but another Astral Imprisonment, another short-term Astral Imprisonment again. That's the hard part, though,
Lincoln
because
saves
another
Eric.
Lincoln,
Eric does the same thing to Mao. Mao is dead again the same way.
and that is a dieback, and we might probably see the end of the game in a few minutes, actually a few seconds now. That is a dieback on both on the offlane combo of Mao Mao, and there it is.
That's
and
the
right,
GGs.
and Team Hostis in your area wave the white flag. Mega Creeps is taken, and with it, this game. Team Possum Power takes game 1 of this upper bracket series 1-0. What a dominating performance from the side
Yeah.
of Possum Power.
They held the advantage since literally minute 0. They moved into the... Well, oh wait, there's the lobby. But I don't care about that. We can watch it from the side. Yeah, so they have this amazing advantage since minute 0, and they just held on to it until all the way to the end. There were a couple of moves by Sisters that looked promising, but it just wasn't enough to bring it back.
Exactly.
And you were right. My money was on Sisters, but you called Possum Power.
The worked or was managed to slate their early game win, just dominating the game. They convincingly won the laning stage in at least 2 of their lanes. Kill and the Universe had really good control over Outlet, and meanwhile, of course, at the bot lane you have D. Times and Kraos just going to town on Mao and Rikes. It was a disaster laning phase for Hustlers in your area that ultimately translated into a difficult mid game because they were unable to create enough space for Randy to finish his farm, as well as to target anyone or execute their draft strategy the way they intended it. If you were to give an MVP for this game 1, who would it be?
I think Uni. Uni saved so much in the crucial fights. He made so much out of so much more than we expected out of like his role. Yeah, my MVP goes to Uni. What about you, man?
My MVP goes to D. Times, mainly because of his domination of the Radiant safe lane, Dire off lane. It ensured that Mao and Rikes fell behind in a way that they could not afford to, because Mao is their primary initiator with the Charge of Darkness, and so because Mao lost the laning phase against Kraos, he had to recover. He had to find a way to recover, and as a result, it allowed Possum Power to just take control of the map. So, also, D. Did get the first blood, so he's got that. He's
Yeah.
got that going for him.
He was like 404 at a certain point. And
Yes,
he was
yes.
just absolutely dominating. Yeah, 404.
Yeah, he was dominating the safe lane, and I think that along with the victory in the top lane for Possum Power allowed them to just take that advantage, just choke out the map. You know, they could not processes in your area could not get to their targets because again they're all behind and had to farm just to save and just to get the items that they need in order for them to begin initiating fights. And when they finally got that pick off strategy going, I think it was far too late.
Yeah, they wanted to get some timings, understandably, but yeah, um, just the absolute domination on the side of Possum Power. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if Uni didn't pull off those impressive plays in the middle of the late game fights, well, the mid game fights, my MVP would have gone to D times. He played so well. It was like such a solid presence in the safe lane for the first 10 minutes or so.
Yes. And again, also I think execution was also a bit of pain for houses in your area. Twice already we saw Days Sonic Wave get miffed because of a last minute tornado. So Osas in the area probably also needs to work a bit on their execution. Um, because I understand the logic of this draft. It's a pick off it's a pick off strat that allows to deal a ton of magic damage. The problem was uh multiple times that they could have gotten Sonic Wave. Sonic Wave was interrupted either thanks to a snowball save or of course to Rex's tornadoes. So I think Hostas in the area I believe that they'll come up with something really good. Especially as remember, Possum Power is playing with two substitutions in this game.
Yeah,
And
Uni and yeah.
Kill's
Kill,
only
yeah.
will only be here for one game, I believe. Nosh will take over in the second game, so that's another substitution for Possum Power.
No, Nosh is part of Possum Power. So he comes back. He takes back his role from Kill.
Oh, okay. So Nosh is back.
Yeah, Nosh
There's
finally woke up. Thankfully, let's see if he stays awake.
yes. We'll see though, because again, Kill has been really impressive for Possum Power game one. We'll see if there will be a significant drop off between Kill and Nosh once game two comes around. Let's check the lobby. All right, both teams seem to be ready.
Yeah, but I don't think we should watch through the
Yes.
lobby.
We'll leave the lobby. I think we'll just be here to see the coin toss.
Yeah, okay.
So final thoughts for game one before we head off to game two.
I think they had a good draft and they managed to keep. Well, Possum Power managed to keep doing what they wanted to do, get the lane domination that they wanted, and they kind of creamed the enemy that way. So I would say maybe Mao has to review the way they want to draft or the way they want to execute and make sure that Possum Power doesn't block whatever they need to do.
That is correct. Yes, I also do agree. I think I understand what Pontus were trying to do, but unfortunately losing the laning stage was just way too much. They need to establish themselves better early. I think if they're gonna pull off something like this, the key for them is to win the laning stage, and then go from there. Um, Playing from behind was just not a viable strategy for this kind of lineup. I think if were the ones who got in first blood early, I think we would be talking about a much different game one. But
Yeah.
that is now in the past. We are heading on to the second game of this upper bracket series between Team Possum Power and Team Haas Sisters in your area. If you are just joining us, Team Possum Power convincingly and decisively takes game one with a 36-14 kill score in favor of Possum Power. Our MVPs for the game are Universe and D. Times, the supports for Possum Power, both for helping secure the the early game lane advantage and translating it into a successful mid game. So,
Right.
what do we
Now
expect for game two?
I'm interested to see if Mao is going to switch up on the way he's gonna draft his team. Um, maybe not let CK go through because it's such a powerful lane. Well, he's powerful at every single point in the game, and if CK goes through, or if he intentionally lets it go through, then he would have to have a proper solution for it. I'm right now. I'm out of the lobby and I'm just chilling, watching the game. I believe you're with me.
Yes. I'm watching the same as you. So we are on a time delay just to avoid stream sniping, as well as to make sure that our viewers do not get to have any kind of advantage. Because they're playing with another substitution, they will get Possum Power does get a massive timer penalty. They only have 20 seconds of reserve time. So let's see how this plays into Possum
Holy
Power's.
shit, that's actually kind of brutal.
True,
We have the
but
same
that is
bans coming out.
yes, pretty much. Possum Power targeting Outlet again. They're removing the Phoenix and the Ancient Apparition from the equation.
A lone
Assist
druid
is
comes
countering
out.
by banning the
ban.
Lone Druid as well.
I think that's a Nosh special, right?
Yes. Now that Nosh has rejoined Possum Power, they are probably now looking towards Nosh as well and realizing that Nosh may be the key for them. So just remove a hero that they don't like to deal with, and B, they feel that Nosh is really good with. So it makes sense for them to remove the Lone Druid from the equation. Possum Power counters though by removing both Rimstroke and the Weaver. What is Huss Sisters in your area going to counter it with? I think we're gonna see the Chaos Knight ban.
I hope so. I don't. But they do have the first pick. If they want to pick the Chaos Knight, then they don't have to ban it here.
True, but alternatively, they may also want another hero, something that more conforms to their playstyle. They could also
Yeah,
potentially pick up the Chaos Knight as well, just deny it to Possum Power, since Chaos Knight was just really effective for Possum Power in Game 1. So, Game 2, we might see a different story from Hot Sisters. Reserve time is now being used, which means that Hot Sisters are really probably debating: do we pick up the Chaos Knight? Do we ban the Chaos Knight? Do we use our first pick on Chaos Knight, or do we use our first pick on something else, something that's gonna be more comfortable for our hero, especially as they're looking to target Outlet. So they're targeting Outlet
Here's
with
the
their
thing.
bans.
I do believe it's a contest between Chaos Knight and Primal Beast. Eric is a wonderful Primal Beast player, and the only reason he didn't get to play Primal Beast last game is because Kraos banned it, and it allowed Kraos to play the Chaos Knight, because Primal Beast is actually pretty good against these illusion heroes as well.
Yes.
So I believe this is the consideration. Alright, you see CK banned out just now. And what's his pick? Is it Primal Beast? It is Primal Beast. So
They do pick up the
yeah, it's a flip between these two right now, and they decide to ban the CK and go straight for Primal Beast. And we have Konka picked out by Possum Power.
Konka
This
is
means
yes.
this means we get to see Moist Towlet.
Moist. Oh, you think there's gonna be a Outlet Konka? Outlet.
No,
Moist Outlet.
Owlet's gonna get Konka and then get Moist.
Oh yeah.
It's
Sounds
gonna be a
about
water
right.
park, and the whole Hot Sisters in your area and your team is gonna get damped, get moisturized.
Yes, basically, Water Park is Konka's agonyms. It's considered Torrent Storm, I believe is the actual name of the skill. Everyone calls it Water Park because it's just basically multiple torrents just going off in random locations. So it does a number on your GPU as well as your screen. So like to those who are not a fan of seeing so many things happen in screen at once, you should look away because we're getting a lot of torrents coming in. Possum Power does get tanky though, picking up Konka and the Wraith King. I think this may be Kraos' hero going in. Possum Power does ban the Tusks, so they do recognize the Tusks' power. Meanwhile, House Assist in your area takes out Dawnbreaker and Naga Siren. Naga Siren has been one of Kraos' heroes, while Dawnbreaker, of course, has given him so much trouble in the previous game.
Yeah. Well, with Nosh in the game, I'm not sure. I believe Kraos would go off lane again. We'll go back into the off lane, and Nosh might play the safe lane. but I'm not too sure if they would stick to that. They have the opportunity to kind of flip things around. Dark Willow picked up by Hot Sisters. Do you think this is a carry Dark Willow, as we saw in TI?
Oh my! If they do actually pick carry Dark Willow, I will be very surprised because I don't think we've seen Hosses in the area play carry Dark Willow. Like, I'm gonna take a quick browse at their games.
It's gonna be Randy
But
playing it if it's a carry, right?
yes, it will be Randy playing it. I will check really quickly. Uh,
So Bristleback picked out a lot of tanky heroes, no agility heroes yet. We see 4 strength heroes and a genderless Dark Willow.
eh,
Sorry,
it,
universal Dark Hero. A Dark Willow,
yeah.
yes.
Okay. So no. So far, I don't
This
think
is
so.
also a really good Bristleback pick for Hot Sisters because PB was picked by them. So they have such powerful frontlining. PB is a natural counter to Bristleback with the Agnim, such as AoE break.
Yes.
PP counters the strength picks by picking Undying, so we will most likely see D times playing it
Yes, this
again.
will be
Hopefully he
another
gets
D
the
dot times
domination.
hero. Yeah, I think this will be another D dot time. There's gonna be, once again, I think now that they know that the Undying is gonna be in play again for Possum Power, I expect Hosses in the area to pick supports who can position themselves better. They can allow us, as well as they're gonna need someone who can break the Tombstone. That's not gonna be helped though, as Possum Power does pick up the Nature's Prophet,
Yeah,
one
a
of
natural
the
profiter.
yes, one of the sickest counters or one of the sickest supports right now, and it'll allow Possum Power to not just have global presence but also be aggressive really
I don't
early.
really like this pick to be honest for the Nature's Prophet because it's so shit against Primal Beast. It's really horrible against Primal Beast. Primal Beast has 2 spells that can just go over trees and break him.
True, but I think they're also gonna look at this Bristleback as well. Remember, Nature's Prophet is also one of the heroes that does build Silver Edge along with Wraith King and Konka. So,
I don't think
uh,
this NP is gonna be a core. I think it's gonna be a support.
it will be a support. It will be a support.
And you're
But
not
you
gonna see MP get the Silver Edge on time for to deal with the
will see.
Bristleback. Is that a Bristleback carry?
I think so. This looks like it. OD is picked up by artists in the area. This is definitely going to Zay. Um, so far we have a pretty good front line of Primal Beast and Bristleback. I think Hosses is not going so much the aggressive route as they're going once again more in the team fighting area damage route. Whereas Possum Power is looking for more of it's also the opposite actually. They're looking for more aggressive. They're looking for a pretty aggressive draft. They will have a lot of they have pretty good laners in this one. Konka can
Yeah.
probably is gonna be the mid matchup against it's gonna be Eric's Konka against um Zay's OD, a matchup which OD technically favors. But
Yeah,
we'll
I
see.
kind of feel bad for Kunka now that it's revealed for this pick and he has to go up against OD, which is a very obnoxious laner. Pugna gets banned out. What does that mean for PP?
I think it's Pugna's usually a good save against physical damage heroes because of the second. Because of the crep. The crep does help you against and they're not really seeing a lot of spell damage from Possum Power. A lot of their damage will come from physical, such as Tidebringer, and of course this Wraith King and NP. Not see like any strong spellcasters, so I think it kind of makes sense for them to remove Pugna as well. Also
Last,
because
last ban.
yes, last ban up. Our sisters really taxing their reserve time just for this. They're really thinking long and hard. They did ban out the Spectre first, and and they finish it by removing the Phantom Assassin. So they think that this Wraith King is going to be an offlane Wraith King. They'll be looking for something else in the carry role. Interesting. Also, it does make sense though. PA does naturally build break with the shards. So
Yeah, that's a good ban actually. That's a good ban. I think I really like Mao's draft right now. I like the Bristleback carry. It's actually not that bad, especially against these tanky strength heroes which have low armor. Bristleback is so good. There are no agility heroes on the side of PP. Last pick
and they
Wyvern.
finish up the draft with Winter Wyverns. So I think yes, we may see a Bristleback carry. This Dark Widow is probably going to be the 4 position with the Primal Beast. This is gonna be a really good kill lane for Primal Beast Dark Willow. You have lots of lockdown, pretty good damage, and great initiation. So Haas is looking less towards the single target aggressiveness and more towards the team fight. And Possum Power decides that we're gonna be the ones going the global assassin route by picking up the Spirit Breaker, which Kraos immediately hightails it on, which means that he's gonna be the one charging all over the map. So drafts are in. Who you got?
Sisters. My money's on Sisters. I think Owlet is actually quite decent with Wyvern player. And we see the mid lane going to OD. And I really like the cores, the rest of the cores on the side of Sisters. So my money's on Sisters. What do you think, man?
For me, because I want to see a game 3, my money is on Sisters as well. I like Sisters' team fight. This team fight looks a lot better, and also they do have pretty good laners in this one. Owlet and Rikes look much better. Will do very much better in lane specifically. While this Bristleback carry, though, I think was what always going to intrigue me. Possum Power, though I'm not. This is another really tanky team. The only backline they have is Universe, and the Universe isn't really that fragile himself. So Possum Power is just relying a lot on their tankiness to win. It'll be interesting to see how Possum Power will be able to translate this tankiness during the mid stages of the game, especially as they may not have enough to be able to kill any of the big boys here. Like they may not have enough to kill Meow. They may not have enough to kill Rendy early on. So I think this is something that Toss Sisters in your area can exploit.
Yeah. The Wyvern pick's actually really nice as well, as it somewhat deals with the Wraith King. If Wraith King is super farmed, Wyvern can at least dish out some decent damage. Save her allies with Cold Embrace. So I think there are solutions on the side of Sisters. Okay, so Sisters, Nosh pauses, but it doesn't pause our introduction. We have Megumi, which is Zay, who is playing the mid OD. Bristleback played by YZQ Randy, which would be up for friendly banter. PB played by Mao Mao. Owlet playing the Wyvern, and Rikes playing the Dark Willow.
And on the other side of the map, in the dire side, you have Team Possum Power, Kraos playing the Spirit Breaker and probably hoping to tilt Hosses in your area pretty early. D.Times to D dying once again, picking up the hero he was successful with in game 1. Eric on the Konka, Universe on the Nature's Prophet, and Nosh as the carry Wraith King.
Yeah,
so
I think they really want to protect Nosh and secure his game. Wraith King is really the solid carry here. Nobody else really hits towers. And I think the 5-man with the Wraith King in the late game is the way to go. But the Wyvern pick kind of throws it out the window a bit. Holy shit, why does Owlet have a Quelling Blade? Oh wait, no, it's because of the Prophet.
Yeah, it does make sense. Owlet knows that he will be targeted a lot by this Kraos and Nosh off lane. So I think something that he needs to take. He needs just to be a bit careful of. Mao and the rest of Hosses in your area are moving towards this bottom gold rune spot. They probably anticipate that they're gonna attempt another first blood this time. So now they feel more prepared, you know.
You're doing very well. I'm very proud of you.
And they move really deep in the southeast part of the map. Take the Watcher as well. Are they going through the gate?
No. This is a perfect conga line led by Kraos. and this conga line is on the hunt. And Nosh, what are you doing, man?
Do you see the draw? Do you see the draw on the map? Kraos knows exactly where the enemy team is, and he's drawing his teammates to it.
Casters,
but they're running out of time. 15 seconds left before the rune starts, and they're going to go up.
Owlet is in trouble. Owlet may just have crossed his life. Owlet is. Oh no! What a great save! Owlet immediately used Arctic Burn just to be able to get out. However, in that is being used now, and now they may just be able to turn it around. Kraos is in trouble. Kraos dies. and
dies
first
so
blood.
bad. What a horrible
Outlet
call.
does fall to Nosh as well, but D dot times immediately taken out, so no first blood for Mr. D dot times this time. Nosh does take that bounty rune and tosses an area, redeeming themselves from the previous game.
A tactical feat, says D dot.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
so
remember
now
what
Eric.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, no. I would just like to highlight that in the chat. Creo said, "Let me show you how an SB is done," and he runs in and dies first. So yes, Creo, that's how an SB is done.
That's how SB is. He draws the line. He dies first for his team.
Yes,
That's
Creo's on the
how
off
SB
lane
does.
with against Randy once again against Randy this time. So Randy probably should feel a bit differently. Though until Randy gets his Bristol back, he's still pretty fragile. But then again, they don't have enough to kill him just yet. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Nosh is being forced back a bit by Meow and Rykes, though a successful
Meow.
decay used
Brambles,
by D.Dot time and stuff. However, the Bramble Maze is used by Rykes, but Nosh and D.Dot is able to get away. Rykes may have overextended himself a bit.
Alright,
But-
because this is playing right on the edge of the tower range. He knows his positioning really well. Oh, we see bottom lane. Uni is kind of low. Owlet is lower.
Outlet is low. Randy doesn't have enough to kill him yet. He does
Charge goes
get
through.
He just goes through. He picks up the kill on Outlet. Outlet is dead. And instead of getting Bissell back, he gets the Nasal Goo. Is maybe in trouble. He does have the Ring of Health though, so that'll be enough to keep him alive.
Oh, the
and
bash! 17%.
yes, 17%, which means 95%. Don't believe what you see. It's 95%, guys. Kraos managing to pick up the kill on Randy in the bot lane, and Team Possum Power may have salvaged their first blood miscues, picking up a couple of quick kills here in the bot. However, they are going right at Kraos and Universe with this Arctic Burn by Owlet. Owlet is just forcing these two back and trying to keep giving Randy enough space to farm. Like, Hosses is actually playing the laning phase a lot better. Mao is controlling the creeps on the top side, and they're playing the laning phases definitely a lot better this time.
Yeah, they actually got a kill advantage before the minute 0 mark, so they're not so far behind. You
Yes,
just
I
have to
think
watch
that
the positioning on the Bristleback. Make sure he doesn't die if he goes out too far, because he's still kind of fragile.
yes, Bristleback will hit level 3 in a bit. He is working towards the Soul Ring now. He picks up the early Ring of Health just to keep himself alive, at least, so that he doesn't have to rely on his support. His lane. Meanwhile, Mao though is leading, is pretty much near tied with everyone for last hits. Like, he is seriously controlling this offlane. Is offlane right now from Nosh. Nosh is just having a difficult time with only 8 last hits.
I'm really unsure about the Soul Ring pickup for Bristlebacks, because Bristlebacks are so tanky. But Soul Ring's just what, 170 pure damage to yourself? And that's kind of unnecessary in my opinion. Like, you nuke your own tankiness.
I think he's relying on the fact that he thinks that Kraos and Universe alone do not have the damage to kill him. And they're going right at Universe. Universe though is being targeted. The Arctic Burn is hit. Kraos though turns around and gets the charge on Owlet. Owlet though survives, and Kraos will be in trouble. A pair of snot being thrown at Kraos, but it may not be enough.
16
And-
stick charges for Kraos. He is not actually close to dying.
Oh no, I think they're trying to bait out him using the stick charges, and I think Randy is pretty aware. That's probably why he got the Soul Ring as well. Meanwhile, on the top lane,
Kraos is in trouble again? No, the trees come out. No,
Oh,
Owlet's
what?
still going on Kraos.
yes, they're going Kraos. They're really trying to bait him, and he does use those stick charges, so Kraos will live. It does reset the counter on the stick, so if they try, so at least they know that if Kraos tries to get aggressive again, he may not be as lucky. Though of course, since this being a Bristleback, he will always keep building up those stick charges.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to worry about that. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Mao is going at D.Dot times. D.Dot times get hit with the Bramble Maze. The Tombstone though is up, and yeah, enters the Shadow
Oh, he
Realm. It
gets
is
sniped
enough.
by
D.Dot
Rykaz.
times is dead. Owlet
Universe
though,
goes down bottom.
And
And
Mao
Alden as
is
well.
falls as well. So maybe they can just turn this around. Reichs is being chased by the Green Eaters. Reichs is running for his life, and unfortunately
Nosh
will not
gets
get enough.
it.
Reichs is dead. So yes, they do manage to pick up the kill on Universe, but at the cost. They might have to get the kill on Owlet, but at the cost of well everyone. Owlet loses his life, Mao dies, and Reichs dies as well. So yeah, not sure that was that. Although it did show that the gold. Never mind, the gold change favors Possum
Fair.
Powers. That'd be a good
Yeah.
idea at that time.
But still really close, right? We're looking at like 1,000 gold advantage at 5-ish minutes. That's
Outlet,
okay.
again, Outlet though does manage to keep himself with the cold embrace. When we get the Splinter Blast is being used.
Uni in trouble. Outlet dies
Uni
first.
in trouble. However, Uni dies, but not before taking Owlet with him. However, Randy is out of mana though. He does have a couple of enchanted mangoes, but I don't think he's gonna be able to use it though. Yeah, so this comes back just cause probably just
Security creeps.
probably just imposing his will on Randy at this point. Randy though is level 5, so at least he got that going for him. Couple early deaths to Outlet means he gets a lot of solo lane experience. Yes.
And
Meanwhile,
in the middle lane, the boat comes out onto the creeps.
Yeah, well, when you're up against a lane dominator like OD, you just gotta neuter creeps and then like get the hell out of dodge, try to farm the jungle, which is what Eric is doing now. He understands he's really behind against this OD, so instead of challenging OD in lane, he's just going to farm. So it's pretty smart.
And Zay's just rushing Midas instead of going for the Meteor Hammer build.
Yeah, because again, he's been dominant. So I think they don't really look at tower killing as a priority, but more on team fighting at this point. Right, though. Although Mao is actually doing
Mao
well.
is crushing
Mao-
top.
Yes, however, Tombstone is up though, which means Mao is forced to back off. Yes, he is forced. He will back off. Just to try to get out of range of the zombie. That's the thing when you're like Primal Beast, the big angry dinosaur, you're an easy target for decay, and it shows.
Yeah, he's 12 strength down.
Yeah, well, if you're a big prehistoric creature, you probably don't mind the 12 strength. Loss. He still has
He's like,
1k health.
1.3k if he didn't have didn't lose the strength. He's actually really tanky.
Yes. He's like beef. He's prehistoric beef. Which is weird because we also have a cow. We have Space
Yeah, we
Cow
have a
here,
cow.
Caretaker, who is charging right now. They're looking at Eric. Eric though he has managed to dodge the ghost ship, but may not dodge the charge of darkness. They may be in trouble, but they may have.
Mao charges through.
Mao, I think, was supposed to charge Zay, but
Chaos.
Zay is saved by the cold embrace. Mao though is looking at Zay, but they may not close the gap in time. So execution problems plaguing hostages in your area.
Yo,
once
we
again.
got that thing where the rune was taken at the same time where it got denied. The illusion rune got denied at the same time.
Limfao. We don't subscribe to runes here, apparently. What do runes do for me? Universe though picking up the early medallion, and they're probably trying to look at Randy, but Randy with the Vanguard means it's gonna be pretty tanky. Be able to live through a lot of what this team's gonna do up until they build, of course. the
So obnoxious, this
Crystal
Spirit Breaker hero. Oh, he kicks the courier!
Oh no, Randy now is alone, no courier and no other ally. But Outlet does come in though, so he should be enough. Tombstone is dropped though, but Outlet is able to safely back off with that Arctic Burn. Arctic Burn though is running out.
Owlet is in
His main
trouble.
Turn out not so well, but nope. Outlet with the cold embrace, but I don't know how long it's gonna keep him alive. Outlet falls and a charge of darkness is used. They manage to spot out Randy.
dies mid.
Meanwhile, Zay does manage to take out Eric at the mid lane, and they do take out Randy.
Such a good
Conversely.
move actually by the Possum Power team. Universe puts down this ward that gets this free charge on Randy. That's a really a bonus kill because of this ward.
Yes, not just that, they also get the stun off on Outlet, so they manage to stun Outlet and get
Yeah.
Randy. So it's really efficient actions from Possum Power.
Very, very, very well played. Very nicely timed movement and spell usage as well. This is really top class movement by Possum Power.
Yes. So we pretty much end the laning phase with, I think it seems pretty much tied. Meanwhile, Bramble Maze is being used. They are targeting Eric this time. Eric though is in trouble. Eric though is forced to cast the Ghost Ship just to save himself.
He's
The
stunned.
Cursed Crown is enough to lock down Eric. Eric falls. So while side lanes may not be going so hot for Team Hostages in your area, the mid lane is definitely belongs to Zay. Zay already picks up 2 kills on Eric's Kunkka, and they probably look to translate that advantage into the mid game as they begin
farming stacks.
pressuring their mid tower. Meanwhile, Nosh is being targeted by Meow, but he is out of mana, and Nosh is still pretty tanky. So I don't think that he'll be able to do much more.
The armlet is coming out for Nosh.
That's a bit of extra tankiness, and of course a lot of attack speed and damage. Good for a hero like Wraith King. Though he's also building the Radiance though, which is pretty greedy. For a Wraith
I
King
guess,
without,
but I think he just wants to scale. This is just Nosh, like, go full greed and hope he can carry his team.
I think he's relying on Kraos and the rest of and this global presence lineup to just carry for him. Zay is in trouble though. He does get hit with a tombstone and a single decay charge, but is Zay going to pursue this? He is, and may
gets
cost him
treed.
his life. However, he gets treed up, he gets charged up, he gets astral imprisoned, and he does manage to dodge it, but it may not be enough to save him from the ghost ship. Yes, he does get hit with the ghost ship. Zay is down. Meanwhile,
D-Dot?
D-Dot gets hit with the tombstone pile driver from the big scary prehistoric dinosaur. D-Dot times is down, and Universe may be
Outlet's
next.
courier almost dies too.
However, with the Bedlam is now used, Universe is down. Kraos is running for his life. He does get hit with the Cursed Crown. Is it enough to lock him down? Yes, because he doesn't have Bulldoze yet. X marks the
Oh,
spot.
he survives
Is
thanks to the
enough to
X
save.
mark. Charges comes
thanks
through
for
and he
reading.
misses Mao.
He misses Mao, but I think it's just the time to close the gap. And he is out.
he going?
Charge of Darkness just comes
Oh,
back in
Eric!
time.
No,
But
Eric Megumi's there.
Zay has come. Zay is taking him out. Zay takes out Kraos, dominating kill streak taken by Zay. So,
Nice try,
Possum Power
nice
only
try.
holding to a less than 1k lead. This game is going to be a lot closer than we think.
That was quite an even exchange, it seems here, according to the fight recap. Just 400 extra gold to the side of Sisters.
Yes, that is true. That's true. But more importantly, it allows Paw Sisters to parlay their advantage in the top lane and start making moves all over the map. Like,
Nosh is farming really quickly here. He's top net worth already.
yes, he is. Yes, it's because of the armlet. He is working towards that Radiance. I'm just not sure how much time he will have before Radiance is completed. But luckily, Kraos is really helping him make space, though. So it's not really an issue if he needs to contribute just about yet. He seems to be fine farming really greedily because, yeah, guys like him just taking pressure. Meanwhile, Mao has targeted Universe. Universe is running for his life. However, he gets hit
Gets
with the stun.
charged.
This may be end up going badly for Mao. Another strike is used. Mao is dropping low. Mao gets hit with the ground. Mao is dead.
It's a great move, and now they finally ping out this ward, but this ward has gotten them 2 kills already.
Are they aware that this ward is even here?
They just pinged it,
Okay,
But
so now they know.
that's
But
like most of the duration's gone, and it's gotten them 2 kills. It's like, what, 30 seconds left. Even if they go
Yeah.
and de-ward it now, it's probably...
Grace is now
time
going
out.
on. Zay that was being locked down. But remember, they do not have. However, they do get the torrent and the fear stuff. But they do. But the Winter's Curse is used on Kraos though. So I'm not sure how good that's gonna be. However, Bramble and Bedlam is used on D-Dot times. D-Dot times should fall, but it does take Rikes with him. Tombstone Pile Driver is not enough. Mao falls. And
And they denied it
now,
tombstone.
and now, Nosh is now in the game, or rather, he started to join the fight. So, what initially was a Possum Power action finishes with a Possum Power victory. 4 kills and what looks like to be the mid tower taken in exchange.
Yeah, they're really moving into their own timing now. You can see based on the graphs that Possum Power are really taking control of the game, and it's not just the movements of Kraos, but the participation of their carry as well. Like you said, he's going for the Radiant. It might take some time, but he even participates during this period. What we usually see is carries just AFK farm this section of the game, right, just to get rush their Radiants. But this guy just comes in, gets the kill, gets the tower.
That is
It's very
correct.
nice to see.
Yes. Indeed. Possum Power now being really seriously pushed to advantage. Meanwhile, though, Hot Sisters does have something good for them going. At least Randy is about to finish his Aghanim Scepter, and that probably means he's going to start participating in fights.
Kraos,
Do they spot,
he
they
gets
spot
caught.
Kraos, though. It does get caught. And do they have the lockdown? They do. Astral Imprisonment, and a single charge is enough. Kraos falls, and that should give not only Hot Sisters some breathing room, but it may allow them to take out this dire top tier 1. Fortify has been used. Are we going to see a fight here from the side of... Probably not.
Kraus is dead,
Possum
starts
Power
drawing
is
on the
fine.
map, telling his teammates to push. And that's how he shows Mama how to play Spirit Breaker. Die so that he can look at the map.
However, they do spot out Universe. Universe, though, may be in trouble. Universe does get the Stompy Stomp. Universe is making a beeline for it. It may not be enough to save his life. Universe falls. That's an immediate teleport out. So great move by Hot Sisters. However, Kraos has Randy in his sights. Randy is in trouble. Randy, though, may not have enough. Render Strike is used as well as... And now everything is not being used on Randy. Randy not able to make use of this newly bought Aghanim Scepter. And Randy falls to a 4-man gang, actually.
Yeah, this shows that actually the movement from Universe to the bottom lane, it's actually not a pickoff. It's not a real pickoff in the sense that he actually drew the whole team and down south and allows his own team to take out the more highly prioritized target, which is the enemy carry, Bristleback.
Meanwhile,
Charging
Universe once again, like Universe is doing really well as this decoy, just forcing Hot Sisters to target the Nature's Prophet support to take out everyone else. Meanwhile, they do spot out Nosh. Tombstone Pile Driver is used. However, Mama may have bitten off more than he can chew. Ghost Ship and Torrent is used, but Randy is here. Can Randy do something about this? Yes, they do. Tidal Wave, though. Used, so Cursed Crown, though, is active, which means, however, Chaos then comes in. Will they have enough to kill? Reichsto does fall, but they have enough. And finally, the Winter's Curse comes
getting
in.
bashed by his team.
And D-Dot. What a great use of Winter's Curse, however. And with one final...
Universe dies somewhere else.
Yes, I think. However, the big scary dinosaur comes in. Tombstone Pile Driver. And it is not enough, unfortunately. Meow falls and so does Randy. This is... yes. And with that, the rest of Possum Power backs off. I think they're really happy with that exchange.
Move to the mid lane.
Yes.
That was
Possum Power,
okay. Like, if you look at the graphs of the way it turned out, it's kind of back and forth, and the advantage, network advantage, still maintains at 5k for Possum Power. So I would say Sisters kind of held their own in a rather even exchange or multiple exchanges.
Yes. Randy, though, is now building the Bloodstones, so we should be able to survive a lot longer. So I think that's the key now for Randy. He has to be able to survive long enough for him to be able to execute these fights. Universe, though, is spotted by Meow. Meow, though, gets the charge up. Is he gonna get the Tombstone again? Yes, he is. But is it gonna be enough to kill him? Trample, though, does come in. Universe is just trying to juke for his... Yeah, and he unfortunately does not juke enough, but he does leave a parting gift for Meow in the form of a Kraos Charge of Darkness, and Kraos immediately backs off. Because, you know why? Because D-Dot Times is getting hit at by Zay. Zay takes out D-Dot Times. So both supports down for Possum Power. And
D-Dot is going for a very similar build to the last game. Mostly to address a lot of magic damage from Sisters again. But this time with the Bristleback doing a lot of physical damage that he cannot avoid.
That is correct. Kratos though is doing a pretty good job just clearing out waves with that charge of darkness enhanced with the Shadow Blade. He does have the Midas as well. It's pretty much almost going the same build that Mao went in game 1. So it'll be interesting to see how this counterplay is going to pan out as we enter the later stages of this game. Mao though is building straight towards the heart of the Rask. He doesn't just want to be a beefy boy, he wants to be a big, strong, beefy boy. Using the pile driver in order to clear out the waves. So yeah, Mao is going to be a big factor for Hot Sisters in the area. He's going to be this big, unstoppable, unkillable tank. Charge up is being used on Zay, but Zay does back off. They decide to
Nauseous Radiance already on 2k in the bank.
Nauseous building immediately towards the Silver Edge as an obvious counter to Randy's Bristleback, who is going straight for the Bloodstone just to be able to stay alive in fights.
Smoke up.
Smoke
Two
is
men.
used. They are looking towards D-Dot. D-Dot though is spotted. D-Dot may not have enough. However, charge is used. And it does force... however, maybe not. They may still go for this, but nope.
Blinks
It's in the
out.
fourth.
She catches a glimpse of Kraos with the sentry just newly put down and blinks out immediately. So the Owlet has a blink actually. Charge comes
However,
through.
they do try again, and they catch him with the Astral Imprisonment, but I mean, of course, the crown though is used. Bulldoze is no longer
Randy is in
active.
massive
He is still
trouble.
invisible. Randy is in trouble. Yes, he is taking a lot of damage. And Randy is... Well, we don't manage to take out D-Dot times, but Randy is dead with the Nether Strike. Kraos though just tries to hightail out of there.
Oh,
and,
Kraos dies!
but the Sanity's Eclipse is just enough. And however, Rykes does fall, but guess who's back? Nosh is back, and he's got his friend Merrick, who manages to dodge the ghost ship with the Astral Imprisonment, but it's not enough to not counter the tidal wave. Zay is
Mao's
dead.
only one left.
You're doing very well.
Mao and an Owlet with Winter's Curse. He does have Winter's Curse active, so I'm not sure if they're gonna try and come back for this, but I think that they're just gonna let them. But they do take this Tormentor, which is a
trying,
risky
yeah.
move. There's only two. And they're pretty
No,
low.
he armed and toggles the Tormentor and survives, gets this free shard for D-Dot.
However, though, yes, they do manage to survive that. That was a risky move because
Super
Owlet
risky
and Mao Owlet and Rykes were in the area. Like if they gotten the Winter's Curse on the Tormentor, that might not be so good for the two of them. So
Owlet's being charged right now by Kraos, so let's see if he follows through. The cow into a dragon. Oh, he's gonna bump into a couple of heroes.
oh
They
no!
catch a glimpse though. They catch a glimpse. He walks into the
Yeah,
sentry. Mao is charging.
The sentry. No. He has Bulldoze
Misses.
active. He knows that if he gets power drive, it's fine. But no, Cursed Crown is active as well as the
No, I think Kraos is gonna die.
Maze and Winter's
What are you
Curse.
doing?
Oh
Owlet!
no!
Owlet!
no,
Oh, he gives him
the
a couple of
Winter's
extra seconds, but
Curse.
Kraos still dies.
Kraos
Right?
may still be alive. Nope, not anymore. The charge finishes off the job. Kraos dies, but once again, execution issues continue to plague Hot Sisters in the area.
And Kraos shows Mao how to die as a Spirit Breaker.
That's how you die as Spirit. You die like a man. You take all four. You take all them ults and just walk away. That's how you play Spirit Breaker. Eric though is doing pretty well. He does have the Torrent Storm now, so
Yeah.
you're going to see a Water Wonderland in a couple of fights or so. I think it's pretty good though because they have a lot of this Hot Sisters lineup relies a lot on team fights. So
Eric did the torrent stack on the dire side. If I'm not wrong, this is only possible on the dire side. It doesn't work on the radiant side, Ancients.
I
For
believe so.
some
Right,
reason.
yeah. Maybe it's spacing. I don't know. They do
That's
spot
just
out
Dota
Mao,
2.
and Nosh is forced to back off.
Kraos is charging
But
out,
Charge is
but
still up though, so Kraos is like, no, I am Spirit Breaker. I am big, strong space cow, and because I am big, strong space cow, I decide to back off because the dinosaur is much scarier.
Universe with the almost 2 Aghanims.
Oh yeah, the root's gonna be really good. It another team fight disruption tool. They have
They're
a pretty
smoked
good
up
fight
looking at
disruption.
Universe. Universe in trouble?
Universe in trouble. Universe is forced to make a break for it. Do they spot him?
He TP's
Oh,
out. No,
okay.
he
They get him
gets
with
cancelled.
the astral, but at what cost? Because they get the Winter's Curse as well. So Winter's
Nicely
Curse will
done
help
by
them get
Owl,
out.
actually. That's a really good Winter's Curse. They get out.
Yep. So they not only did they get the kill on Universe, but they managed to escape, which is still pretty good. Plus, they also wasted TP on Nosh, so Nosh is kind of paralyzed for the next few seconds. Plus, he does have a courier like hightailing it with a TP, so could be fine. Though. They are probably going for Roche. They're positioning themselves around this area. Mao though is here. He already has the heart completed. He's going for the Aghanims.
They really can go for Roche. Like, Wraith King is such a good Roche hero.
Yeah,
And
but I think they're
Universe
gonna
can
wait.
just connect anytime.
True. I think they're gonna wait for this level 18 spike to give himself like only 100 seconds on this incarnate. Meanwhile, they go once again on
That's true.
Universe.
Universe,
Universe
nice.
is just catching all them strays. However, this may come at a bigger cost to them. Break is used on Rendy. Rendy is in trouble. Rendy gets hit with everything. Rendy dies.
Water
Torrent
Part
Storm
comes out
used
just to
as a victory
Yeah.
cigar. And now
just
they
to
can go for
get the corpse of Randy wet.
Yes. You know, I mean, if you're gonna go to the afterlife, why go dry?
What is going on here? No, nothing else. Just Roshan and then Krios
No.
clearing waves.
Chaos is making space. Chaos is making space. It allows them to safely take Roche without any kind of blowback from Hot Sisters, who are probably just more interested in just trying to push out their waves at this point. We're not gonna see a repeat of the Tormentor though, because Hot Sisters are safely far away, and this Roche is easily going to the side of Possum Power, and
I believe Nosh should take it. No, Nosh gives it to Eric. Eric takes
Yes.
the.
Eric takes it because like Eric's not that tanky yet. He's still missing his BKB. He'll get it in a bit though. So I think they're gonna use this role, try to take this up tier, which is a similar move that they did during the previous game.
If you look at the graphs, we are looking at a plateau in net worth exchange. The net worth is about 8,000 to Possum Power's advantage for the last few minutes, 3 or so minutes. So despite the Roche, I mean, probably up to the point of Roche, both teams are actually kind of holding their own, which is impressive for sisters who are kind of behind.
Yeah, like yes, Possum Power is 8k ahead of Sisters, but it doesn't feel like it though, because Sisters are holding their own more or less. Like Zay is top net worth hero. He does pick up the Aghanim Scepter, which gives him a save against this pretty tanky, pretty high damage dealing Possum Power. Randy is in trouble once again if he is spotted.
No,
Oh, yeah,
Owl is spotted instead.
Never mind.
He's
They
wet.
look at Outlet though is spotted, but he does use the Hold Embrace to save himself. Arctic Burn does immediately come out. Will this be enough to save his life? Maybe. Remember, he is the one with
Tidal
Aegis
wave.
though. I'm not sure if this is going to be a good idea. Reichs though is in trouble. Outlet ends up dying anyway.
Outlet's already
And
dead. The water
Torrent
pump
Storm
comes out.
comes in. Reichs is dead. And the Aegis is popped. Rendy is trapped in the Sprout. What do they do?
He dot enters the tombstone to dodge Mao's charge. So
However,
nicely done.
Reincarnation used. Mao is a big beefy dinosaur, but he's stuck in the middle of no man's land against a lot of Possum
Randy's
Power.
barely alive.
Our Randy is still alive, but he's just
The
holding
spell
on.
lifesteal.
However, Tidal
Eric gets a
Wave
kill.
finally takes him out. They are targeting.
Oh, there are another
Kratos
fights
once
going
again.
on.
Yes, Chaos. Reichs, who did buy back, dies back. So Reichs is down, and now it is just this big, strong Mao just trying to take on everything, and Mao falls. So that was
Speeds
the
the
Aegis
tower.
fight, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's only Aegis. We moved from 8k to 15k and probably a little bit more after they take this tower.
Yes, that was a massively successful fight for Possum Power. They used that Aegis leverage to their advantage. They made the fight more chaotic, which allowed them to put the supports of Hot Sisters out of position. Like Rice was just way too forward, and same with and Owlet was just caught by Kraos, so it allowed them to take those out, and without Dark Widow's lockdown and damage and that Winter Curse save, it was academic at that point for Possum Power.
I don't even know right now what's going on with the Bristleback. Like, it didn't feel like Bristleback's doing much in the fights. I was hoping
That
for
is-
so much more.
That's correct. Mao is spotted out by Nosh. He's not gonna go for it. Yes, he is. Nosh immediately hits him with
Breaks.
everything. The stun and the break as well. Though he does manage to. Is he gonna get out? Yeah, I should be able to get out. But if Universe
Uni.
has anything to say about it, Universe gets him. Universe though may be in trouble. Winter's Curse is there to save the day. However, meanwhile, Chaos comes in from out of nowhere. Chaos. However, the Cold Embrace is trying to save his life, but costs Owlet his own. Owlet immediately buys back. This is they know that Possum Power is so deep, and they could use this to their advantage. Torrent Storm being used,
Owlet buys
Randy
back.
and the tidal wave as well, but maybe enough enough. Randy with the Bloodstone active means he's not gonna die in raid.
Everyone's still
but
alive.
He's stuck. He does not have the Quelling Blade. All right.
Okay,
so
all the buys back, so now everybody's actually alive.
yes,
Round
I
two.
think he bought back because he realized, oh my gosh, they're actually pretty deep. So let's use this to our advantage. But yeah, I think we're echoing once again we're echoing that point once again. Randy needs to be effective in these fights. He's just not doing anything as this Bristleback. Yeah, I mean they are actually stealing waves, but like you gotta expect more from this This Bristleback has to deal damage as well. He is a
Bristleback
safe
fighting?
After all, they do manage to get the root, but the Astral Imprisonment is gonna save his life. Mao though is stuck.
Holy
Tombstone
crap,
Piledriver
Kraos!
on Kraos. Where's Kraos?
Zoom
Where's
past the whole
Kraos?
fight, holy crap!
Chaos is out, and they managed to get Universe killing spree streak, and Randy may finally have proved his worth in this game. However, Owlet and Rax are taken out by Kraos and Eric, so Kraos really causes damage to their backlines.
Megumi
Just taking
blinks
the
out.
support. Zay though manages to get out of the fight. Mao is in trouble. Mao's in no man's land. Mao falls, and possibly followed too by.
Oh, the break.
However, the Torrent Storm, but the Force Staff though may be enough to save his life, but not really because the Nether Strike has come out. Chaos is really, really far forward, and a late Astral Imprisonment unfortunately will not be enough. Randy is safe, but the rest of his team are not.
We're moving to a 22k net worth territory lead. Despite the Universe buyback, there's still so much advantage to have Possum Power.
Yes, Possum Power have decisively won these last two fights. It's this team's lineup seems like a lot easier to execute than Hot Sisters. Like conceptually, I get it, but Possum Power just playing it really well by just skirting and kiting these team fights, forcing the supports into uncomfortable positions like that. Rags is dead once again. Like the positioning of their supports need to be better. And once again, a communication miscue because it does cost the life of both Owlet and Randy. Bottom tower,
Mao.
tower is gone. Mao is making a break for it. Mao, however, does not have anything, and Mao falls. That is a full team wipe. And
Yeah, that's GG.
yes, Hot Sisters call it. Possum Power takes the series 2-0.
2-0. Let me see if I can bring Kraos in for an interview.
Yes. 2-0 win by Possum Power, imposing their will over Team Hot Sisters in your area.
Oh, Kraos is here. Nice. Hey, Kraos, congrats on
Hello.
your 2-0.
Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations. Yes.
It was tougher than I expected, but it turned out okay.
What do you mean you crushed it? You guys crushed it. Like looking at the charts. Okay, your second graph, your second team. Your second game. What was your concept for your draft? Because I see CK not banned, Primal Beast not banned.
Wait,
What's
let me
the
have a
thought
look.
there?
Let me hit. So you want to know my drafting? Should I release at this point? Okay, wait. Let me
Okay.
have a look at the draft again.
Okay, first things first. I see you always ban on Owlet's heroes.
Why
Why do you do that?
But
Honestly, I just think she's way too good at those heroes. Like I think when she gets those 3 heroes specifically, she plays like an immortal. So I genuinely do not want her to get those heroes. I can ban, and that's actually why I got second pick, because I have to ban out all those heroes. Otherwise, I would get first pick.
Right. And then after that, you still left like CK and PB through. In the first game, you got the chance to first pick CK because they picked SB first. But now it seems to be the other way around.
They banned CK, right? Yeah,
No,
they
no,
banned
no.
CK.
Oh yeah, they decided to ban
Okay.
CK, but like that was after all your bans. So they could have banned like PB and picked CK or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Like which
As
one
in,
were you
at
more
that point,
afraid
I
of?
was like, honestly, uh, I think it's safe to say, yeah, I can say this. I'm not scared of either. Like my team has kind of like figured out how to play against those heroes. So at this point, we're also like, yeah, we don't care. And also, you know what? Like it was CK, PB, and Kunkka left in the pool. I got a free Kunkka. I'm happy. You give me Primal, I'm also happy. Give me CK, I'm also happy. So yeah, we're happy with that.
Okay, so you prioritize Kunkka quite highly in the draft. Let's see. When you picked when they picked BB, were you thinking that it could be a carry, or was it like a where do you think it was gonna go?
I mean, I think they tried BB carry once, and like I think I remember Ren did BB carry as well, like from Igimancer. So to me, I was like, uh, I'm just gonna like prepare for this to be a pos 3 BB, and if it's a pos 1 BB, I don't care. Yeah, that's all. Like I
Right.
genuinely don't respect BB1 at all.
I really like the concept, to be honest, but like I've never seen it really activate. Like it just doesn't come through, as you can see in this game.
I mean, I don't know. Like I think BB is like it doesn't ensure you the late game, and it also doesn't really give you push. So it's very difficult for you to like hit one specific power spike and win the game from there. Because that's what BB is, right? Like he has a very specific power spike that he suddenly just destroys everyone on. But if you don't have push alongside it, then like sure you win 1 or 2 team fights, but then you're not gonna end the game and we're gonna come back with farm and stuff.
All right,
Yeah,
good
that's
insights. Good insights from the draft. I would just like to ask you because
Mm-hmm.
we did talk about extensively about this game too, but what about that game 1? That
Uh-huh.
was a that was I think a masterclass in in counter picking against the highly aggressive. Was the laning phase when you conceptualized this draft, was it on the idea that we had to dominate the laning phase, or did you feel like, oh, um it didn't matter if we lost the laning phase or not, we felt that we had the better team fight?
I mean, I don't really want to leak too much of my draft plans because, you know, we still have our series against Igimancer or TESFanBoys after this. But I can tell you right now that, you know, you guys know that we had a -2 minute draft penalty, right? For this
Yes,
series.
yes.
Yeah, so we spent a lot of time, like my whole team spent like 2 hours just drafting right before the series. Like you had no idea. We were just like going through all the different iterations of what could happen because we really didn't want to fuck it up because, you know, if we have no more draft time, we just really like screw ourselves. I think for this draft it was really just a matter of like this was not one of the scenarios we actually imagined. Like I had no idea that they would. I could not, like in all the iterations we planned for, we did not imagine that they would ban Trian and Grimstroke. We definitely did plan for Kunkka ban, but like after I saw the Trian and Grimstroke like ban, I was like, okay, I kind of gotta like just change things up a little bit, and I just went with like just comfort picks, really. Like if you see all the heroes, right, they're all comfort picks. Uh, and like the Dawnbreaker was supposed to be for me, but in the end, like Kill was like, you know what, I'm quite confident of Dawnbreaker, so I was like, yeah, sure, you can have it. Yeah,
Yeah. All
that's
right.
pretty much what happened.
All
Yeah,
right.
we see D Times
So
actually
yeah.
playing the Undying like twice, and I think I've seen him play it before. It's his own comfort pick, right?
No, actually, like it's more of like actually that one was actually D Times isn't a Undying spammer. I don't want to tell you guys
Okay.
what hero he actually mains, but Undying is just really good right now, I think, because it just shuts out a lot of like the pos tree picks that you might want to typically have, and also ensures a good lane. And I think he's really good on the hero. So you know what, like ban the Undying, guys. Like if you're playing against me, ban the Undying. You know, it's too good on D times.
Okay. Honest, non-objective, objective answer.
Mhm.
Based on these two games in the series, who did you think you would nominate as your team's MVP for this entire series?
Team one definitely goes. Game one definitely goes to Kill. Who was subbing for Nosh. I think he picked up super well on the Dawnbreaker. He got 22-minute heart, guys. And just soaked up so much of the aggression. Every single team fight he was playing super well. I think Eric also played really well that series. And then game two, I'd say I'd give the MVP to.
It's okay to give it to yourself. We won't we won't hold it against you. Chaos,
Yeah, I'll
but
give it to myself. I think I played quite well. I fed twice like a idiot, but apart from that, I think I played really well.
Yeah, we were just talking on the cast. Krios is showing Mama how to feed a Spirit Breaker.
Oh God.
Yes.
And that's where I take my leave. Right.
Yeah.
No, I have one more question I want to ask you
Sure,
before
sure,
everyone
sure.
can take the rest of the questions. How was the team synergy like? I believe at the beginning you guys were probably like trying to get to know each other and probably had some rough times trying to figure things out. So how is it like right now? How do you feel as a team?
As in like as opposed to the beginning of the season, or like just the
Yeah,
fact that
tell
we
me
had
about
two
the
sub-
growth, like from the beginning where you know
Oh
you guys
no,
are
I'm
kind
not
of
gonna tell you that till at the very end of the season. You know,
Yeah.
otherwise teams will copy my strat, my team building strats.
okay,
That's the
okay,
strat I value the most.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I just got one more question
Sure,
though
sure.
before we let you go to celebrate the victory with your team. How does it feel to beat Mama after you called him out in your in your analysis of the auction draft? It's like you called out Mama's draft and said, "No, like this is Randy, this is Zay. Like why is anyone calling this out?" And like you go in and you beat and you really bring it to Team Hustlers in your area. How does that feel?
It feels really good. I think Mao drafted a pretty disgusting team, not gonna lie, and I'm so pissed off that he managed to get his hands on so many of the players that he had. But yeah, getting to beat them, definitely feels very good. I do hope that I mean, hopefully, I hope that I can see them again in the finals, because that's probably the only. I mean, if we win a like series, but yeah, hope to have another opportunity to beat Mao again. That would be great.
All right, so your next series will be the winner of Team Igimancer versus TESFanBoyFanBoys. We wish you good luck and to
Yep.
your team as you prepare for the next series. So thank you very much for joining us in the interview. Any parting words for the win for TESFanBoyFanBoys and Igimancer?
I mean, good luck, guys. I think both teams are super strong. Definitely a match I want to watch out for sure.
All right, thank you very much. This has been Kraos, captain and leader of Team Possum Power. As previously stated, they do take the series 2-0 against Team Hustlers in your area. They will move on in our upper bracket final. Oh, thanks, Kraos. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Kraos, for joining us.
Yes, of course. And also bear in mind that I am the owner of the channel that you're streaming the thing
Yes.
on.
Yes, that is true.
Thanks,
So,
Krios.
thank you also for
You
lending
totally
us your...
don't suck. Anyway, thanks. Yeah, actually, thanks a lot for helping to set up the stream and all that.
No worries, of course. I mean, you're definitely free to do it on your own end as well. It's just more of like mine's existing, and I kind of know how it works. But
Yeah.
for sure,
Yeah,
like we
yeah.
should definitely get it on the SEAriAUS YouTube channel for sure.
Yes, for sure.
All right, GGs.
Yeah, so thank you very much again, both for your streaming help.
Thank you
and
so much for casting. I will be watching it after this.
All right, yes.
All right, see you. Bye
yeah.
bye.
Right. Bye, Krios.
Bye,
And this
Kraos.
concludes our game for tonight. Possum Power takes 2-0 against Hot Sisters. Hot Sisters will go down category 5. No, category 5.
They will take on Team Meow.
They'll take out Team Meow.
Team Meow won the series 2-0 against category 5. So
Of course, you
that
would
will
know.
be- yes, because I don't have a life.
No, you're
category
Team
5.
Meow.
No, Team Meow sub me out. That's why I'm free to cast again. I'm not.
Oh wait, what
I
happened?
don't have any.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
their movie with Murasakiko,
Okay.
I
Okay.
believe, or wherever they ended up playing. But anyway, yes, the Assassin area will take on Team Meow in the lower bracket. Meanwhile, Team Possum Power gets to enjoy a bit of a break as they await the results of tomorrow's game. Yes, that's right. Tomorrow we have another hype matchup between Team Igimancer and Team TESFanBoyFanboys. Igimancer is the team that topped Group A with 5 wins and 1 loss, while Team Fanboys will has topped Group B as they second in Group B with 4 wins and 2 losses. So before we end the stream for tonight, what are your overall thoughts about the series?
I each time I think I kind of guessed wrong. So Possum Power takes two. I think purely from the draft into execution, like it just syncs really nicely. Whereas Sisters still probably had some stuff to figure out between those, like the execution and the draft. And yeah, Possum Power shows us why they have been on top of the group and why they're in the upper brackets.
All right. Yes. I'm also like I really like how Fossil Power drafted and executed the drafts. Their ability to counter their fight, especially in game one, and their ability to recover from or to take the initiative and just make it chaotic for Huss's in game two really spell the victory for them. I think they'll be one of the teams to watch as we progress through this. I believe this next series will be the upper bracket final actually. So Possum Power just has to win one more series and they're in the grand final.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
really close.
yeah, it's gonna be a really memorable run for Possum Power. Hopefully we get to see more of them as the tournament progresses. So don't forget tomorrow, Saturday, November 11 at 9 p.m. We have Team Igimancer versus Team TESFanBoyFanboys. I'm not sure if we will be the ones casting it. I believe it will be Aya. Will be casting the series
We'll figure
tomorrow.
it out. We'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. Yes. If ever, we'll let you all know, of course, who will be casting the next series. So I believe this is it for Bugs and I. Take it away, Bugs.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron, for casting with me. This would be the end of today's game and series. So good night, everybody, except for League of Legends players. Yeah.